This evening, I have a proclamation that is, I'm so moved to be able to do this, and you will see why as I read through it. A proclamation. Whereas George Carruthers was born in Dallas on October 19th of 1923 and raised along with his three older sisters in Tyler, Texas during the Depression. George graduated from John Tyler High School in 1941 and began his college studies at Tyler Junior College that fall. And whereas after Pearl Harbor, he enlisted in the U.S. Army Air Corps, completed training as a bombardier, and was assigned to the 8th Air Force 305th Bomb Group, 422 Bomb Squadron, commanded by Colonel Curtis LeMay in Chelveston, England in the spring of 1943. And whereas as a 19-year-old second lieutenant, he and his crew of the Boeing B-17F Flying Fortress Windy City Challenger flew missions over France in preparation for the D-Day invasion that would come the following year. And whereas on Bastille Day, July 14th of 1943, after completing a successful bombing mission to the Nazi-occupied Villa Kublai Air Base, where they destroyed approximately 70 Focke-Wulf FW-190 aircraft and hangars, the plane caught fire, fell out of formation, then exploded mid-air, ejecting several crew members into free fall. 4 regained consciousness and were able to deploy their damaged parachutes. They were captured and became prisoners of war in Hitler's Third Reich. And whereas 7 crew members lost their lives that day, 4 are buried at the Epinal American Cemetery overlooking the Moselle River in northeastern France, and the others were repatriated home to their families. And whereas the survivors were interrogated and sent to Stalag Luft III, in late January 1945, with the Soviet Red Army nearing the camp, the Germans ordered the evacuation of Stalag Luft III. Nearly 10,000 POWs were given 30-minute notice to pack up. Around midnight, they began a forced march west in the bitter cold and snow to Moscow and then Spremberg, a distance of 46 miles. And whereas on the morning of April 29th of 1945, elements of Patton's Third Army attacked the SS troops guarding Stalag 7A. Shortly thereafter, the camp was liberated and the POWs set free. And whereas on May 8th of 2010, the 65th anniversary of victory in Europe, Lausanne Mayor Michael Bisson and the city of Lausanne, France, dedicated a memorial to the crew of the Windy City Challenger, of whom Lieutenant Colonel Carruthers is now the last living survivor of the crew. And whereas Lieutenant Colonel Carruthers, the most highly decorated member, retired from the United States Air Force on November 1st of 1972 after 30 years of service and moved back to San Marcos with his family. Whereas in 2023, he was selected to receive the French Legion of Honor, the highest level of recognition awarded by the French government for his service to France during World War II. All recipients of this Legion of Honor must be approved by the President of France. Now therefore, I, Jane Hewson, by virtue of the authority vested in me as Mayor of the City of San Marcos, Texas, do hereby proclaim the 6th day of November 2023 as Lieutenant Colonel George Carruthers Day, and do hereby call upon the people of San Marcos to recognize the contributions and sacrifices Lieutenant Colonel Carruthers made to secure the freedoms we hold dear in the United States of America today. In testimony whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused to be affixed the seal of the City of San Marcos this 6th day of November 2023. And with us today is Mr. Damien Wattel, and he is an honorary consul from France in the San Antonio region, and he's here to present an award.
Thank you very much, Mayor. And Lieutenant Colonel, on behalf of all the people of France and the President of the French Republic himself, I am, I am pleased to present to you the Legion of Honor, which is actually the highest honor. And I am humbled and to meet you, as I was in the north of, I was born in the north of France, of course, long after all of this happened, but I think the reason I still speak French is because of you and all the members of your team. So I thank you immensely myself. Congratulations. This is just the certificate for the honor. I figured we could take pictures with it if I open it.
All right. And while you're opening it, I just want to thank Lieutenant Colonel Carruthers and Dr. Gaddis for being parts of our community, because I know you were involved in many community events, and we thank you for that. And thank you. It is an honor for us to be part of this ceremony today. So thank you for letting us be part of it. We appreciate it very much.
Congratulations.
As I say at this point, proclamations, let the official photo take begin.
We should probably put a plug in for the Veterans Parade on Saturday. Oh, yes.
Our Veterans Parade will be on Saturday. You can find information at our website. It's being organized by the Parks and Recreation Department, and there'll be a lot of folks in the parade, a lot of veterans. We will be honoring veterans, and I'd like to add, and veterans' families, because it's always important that they have the support that they need in order to do what they do. So thank you. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate it very much.